What if your body literally fought your food, making your mealtime menu one item long?
And then that one item suddenly also became off limits.
It is the real-life story of a 6-year-old Timmy Armstrong and the cruel twist that's testing his resolve. At a glance, Timmy Armstrong is just like any kid in the playground. But Timmy has a disorder, severely limiting the food he can digest. Not easy for anybody, much less a 6-year-old boy.
I told them I'll get very sick and I'll have to miss a couple days of school.
He opens the refrigerator and begs me for food, literally begs me, Mom, please, just one Cheerio, just one piece of bread. I don't care if it makes me sick, I just want food, please.
For a time, Timmy could eat deer meat. And there are stacks of it in this donated freezer from viewers across the country who saw our story about his dwindling supply. But now, disheartening news. His doctor says Timmy's only real food, the deer meat, is also causing a severe reaction.
I was pretty upset.
I said to him, how do I tell him that the only food that he can eat is now gone? Again.
Song 3. Now this is a hard song.
Timmy has an eosinophilic disorder.
His body attacks itself.
Errant white blood cells are affecting his digestive tract from top to bottom.
They think that when he eats food, it's a parasite, so they're being sent out at the wrong time. You know, the soldiers are marching, fighting the wrong war, so his body will literally attack itself when he eats food,
causing a severe allergic reaction. Still, this first grader soldiers on.
So you were asking what a flounder is. Well, there it is.
He shines in the classroom despite being the only one at lunchtime in the nurse's office.
Hey, Trouble, you all set?
School nurse Kathleen Marson feeds Timmy a special formula.
Timmy comes in between 2 to 3 times a day, depending on how hungry he is and whether or not he needs to have an extra feeding.
The formula is now Timmy's only source of nourishment. He clutches stuffed animals while he is fed through a feeding tube.
So far, so good. Cool beans. There you go.
Afterwards, he chews on ice chips.
I pretend it's like a slushie or something.
As he heads to the cafeteria.
I do it to hang out with my friends and just like I'm trying to beat that the food isn't liking me, and I'm trying to help that into me just fine.
You're just trying to teach yourself that food isn't that important.
Yeah.
The benefit of the ice chips?
The ice actually provides thermal stimulation, and actually the chewing is like exercise for your mouth, so that in hopes that he'll be able to eat food again, he won't have weak muscles.
Hi. Corinne Campbell, who is Timmy's godmother, organized a benefit to help find a cure for Timmy's disorder, where Timmy, for the first time, spoke publicly about the desperate need for a cure.
I have an eosinophilic disorder. That means I can't eat food.
And now doctors are struggling to figure out if Timmy is also sensitive to the formula, specially developed for patients just like him.
There's no alternative to this formula that we know of. And it's scary because where do we go from there?
How do you stay so strong?
I'm just like, I think in my head, hey, food isn't important to anything. Just hanging out with your friends and family is more important.
Thoughts from a 6-year-old and wisdom beyond his years.
Yeah, because when something bad happens, God thinks of a new something that will happen good.
I spoke with Timmy's doctor, Dr. Anthony Rapucci, and he tells me there is really no clear-cut solution. And if Timmy is indeed reacting to the formula, Dr. Rapucci says it may be that he will have to tolerate some of the allergic reaction to get his nourishment. And we've had an overwhelming response from viewers since the story first aired last night, and I'll keep you posted on his progress.
That'll do it from here. And now let's send it over to Ann and Ted for what's next.